Imagine if you were suffering from lung cancer, and every breath you take involves tireless effort and excruciating pain. You wish to die. As you are so weak, the only way for you to commit this task is with the help of your closest friend or a relative. But your loved one must deny, as if they do assist you, they will be convicted of murder. Hello, fellow competitors, respected judges and audience. My name is McKenna, and I'm here today to talk to you about why euthanasia should be legalized. Euthanasia is most commonly translated to good death, from its Latin origin. Euthanasia is when someone is terminally ill or wishes to die, and a third-party person ends the ill person's life. There are two types of euthanasia: voluntary euthanasia and involuntary euthanasia. Voluntary euthanasia is when someone asks to die, and voluntary euthanasia occurs most with people who have a fatal disease. Involuntary euthanasia is when someone kills an ill person because they think it is in the best interest of the patient. Involuntary euthanasia occurs most with people who are in a vegetative state, and their loved ones just can't bear to see them like this any longer. The ongoing debate about euthanasia is that many people see euthanasia as murder, and they will next convict the assisted, who really just helped end the ill person's life the way they wanted to. I personally believe that if you want to die, you have every right to go the way you want to. And if you aren't really living, everybody else should have the right to see you go as happy as possible. So therefore, I believe euthanasia should be legalized. Now that you know what euthanasia is, I would like to inform you of a very famous euthanasia case. The case of Dr. Jack Kevorkian. This is a voluntary euthanasia case. Between 1990 and 1998 in the United States, Dr. Kevorkian assisted over 130 patients in voluntary euthanasia. In 1999, Dr. Kevorkian was convicted, and he was sentenced to 10 to 25 years in prison. Despite his sentence, Dr. Kevorkian only spent 8 years in prison, but he was stripped of his medical license and also earned the not-so-good nickname, Dr. Death. I think that what Dr. Kevorkian did was actually a good deed, and he helped those 130 patients get their last wish. What Dr. Kevorkian did, he did in the most painless ways as possible, and the patients got what they wanted. So what's so wrong with that? Whose life is it anyways? This was a plea from the late Sue Rodriguez. Sue was a terminally ill British Columbian who suffered from ALS. ALS is a muscular disease where your muscles slowly deteriorate. I think this quote states so much about euthanasia. Whose life is it anyways? Why should the government have any say over what you do with your own body? If you aren't really living, why does everybody else have to watch you suffer slowly? Whose life is this? Now I'm sure everybody in the room, or everybody on the entire planet has a goal, a wish, or a dream. Now imagine that your only goal in life is not to be suffering all the time, in pain. But you can't have the slightest bit of hope, not even a fragment of belief that your wish will ever come true. The people that hope for the right to die have one of the most important wishes in the whole world, but their goal can't be reached until the government realizes that euthanasia is not a hideous feat of murder. Most people will end up dying from an uncontrollable cause, such as a heart attack or a stroke. But if you got to choose the way you wanted to die, wouldn't you want to go the way the 130 patients of Dr. Kevorkian went? With dignity and in peace. I hope my speech has changed your opinion on euthanasia, and for more information, please go to mindprod.com/humanrights/euthanasia.html. Have a nice day and thank you for your time.